Imagine a world divided, where a simple border crossing could mean freedom or imprisonment. What if one nation decided to open that door, unexpectedly shifting the balance of an entire continent? When Hungary opened its border with Austria on August 19, 1989, it created the first major breach in the Iron Curtain, allowing thousands of East Germans to escape to the west and directly precipitating the fall of the Berlin Wall a few months later. This bold move was a pivotal moment in the twilight of the Cold War. Hungary, unlike East Germany, had already begun to implement economic and political reforms, showing a growing independence from strict Soviet control. The nation was facing its own economic struggles and increasing internal pressure for democratic change. Crucially, the Soviet Union under Mikhail Gorbachev was practicing a policy of non-interference, often referred to as the Sinatra Doctrine, meaning it would no longer intervene militarily to prop up communist regimes in Eastern Europe as it had in the past. This significant shift in Soviet policy gave Hungary the crucial space and confidence to dismantle its border fences with Austria in May of 1989, leading to the full opening in August. This decision, a testament to Hungary's changing political landscape and the weakening Soviet authority, would have monumental consequences for the entire Eastern Bloc. For thousands of East Germans who were vacationing in Hungary, this open border offered an unexpected and unprecedented route to freedom. East Germans had been severely restricted from traveling directly to West Germany, making Hungary a popular, more accessible vacation spot where they could potentially meet relatives. When the border opened, instead of returning to East Germany, many flocked to the newly permeable frontier. They simply walked across into Austria, often leaving behind their cars, their possessions, and entire old lives, embracing a new future in the West. The sheer volume of people crossing, sometimes hundreds in a single day, created a humanitarian and political crisis for East Germany, making it impossible to ignore the desire for freedom. A symbolic event that highlighted this change was the Pan-European picnic held on the Hungarian-Austrian border on August 19, 1989. Though planned as a peaceful demonstration, border guards were instructed not to intervene, and over 600 East Germans seized the opportunity to cross into Austria. This specific event, largely unplanned in its scale, served as a crucial test of Hungary's commitment and the Soviet Union's non-intervention, sending a clear signal of change across Europe. Hungary's decision was for more than just opening a border. It was a courageous act that ignited a wave of hope and provided a tangible pathway to freedom for thousands. This pivotal moment demonstrated that the Soviet grip on Eastern Europe was weakening, directly fueling the protests and movements that culminated in the dismantling of the Berlin Wall and the eventual end of the Cold War. It showed the world that even small changes can trigger massive historical shifts and fundamentally alter the course of history.
If you're into this, like, subscribe, and drop a comment.